everybody, welcome back to James Plays Myst. We've got a few leads on what to go do for some puzzling and some solving. But before we do any of that, I did say that I'm probably going to read one of these books every other video, and it's probably just best to get it out of the way now, because we've got a bit to go, and this is going to be relevant to what we are going to be doing right after this. This also seems like it might be a bit shorter than the previous book that we ended up reading. And normally I wouldn't do this. I'm not a person that really likes to do the reading out of text in a game, especially like this, like reading a freaking book. Imagine me doing like Oblivion or Skyrim or something like that. You know, no. Wouldn't be doing this. At most, I'd kind of like skim it, read it to myself, let you read it for yourself. But with the nature of this game and how minimal it is in its presentation, this is kind of a big part of it. I don't really think we're going to get much in the way of story and lore unless we go through these books. And so I want to go through the books, and since they are long, I just figure it's better for me to read out loud than have some silence. But anyway, here we go. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. There's something else that we need to write down. I am trying to keep notes of places and things. I don't know how relevant it will be for getting through the game, but it might be relevant for understanding the story. So, he named them the rocks because that is what they were. A group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. Very appropriately named then. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends. So we've got a few names that have come up. We have Atris and Catherine, who have two sons, Cirrus and Etchinar. Then we have Pran, who was in the Everdunes. Pran's dead. And now we have Emmett and Branch, who hang out at the rocks. There's also other characters that don't have names, like the unnamed old man who killed himself, and the Ape Lake, or the Tree People, who are from Channelwood. There's also the, I think it was the Choshdick or something, that was a threat to the Everdunes. Might be why Pran is dead. Anyway, we're talking about the rocks. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Okay. Another name there, just boys showing up, swimming. They just come in with the tide, I guess. Will was soon part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. I'm also not sure if I understand what's happening. Again, this is a book that I believe would be written by Atris, and he's talking about created ages. So is it like created worlds? Are these like constructs of someone else's making? While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, it would make a surprising change to their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. So, Atris is like the god that's creating these worlds. Why would he create an old man that kills himself? Anyway. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the arts, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. The art, is that maybe how worlds are created? Write that down. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from... Yeah, I've enjoyed studying from it, so he hangs out there. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. Now we've got a diagram of a submersible lamp. Well, maybe not a diagram, just like a drawing. Some of the finer details here, I don't really know what they are. Maybe this is his signature. I don't see anything to really garner in terms of information from this, but the nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also, during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. So, Atris is able to create things, including these worlds, but it seems like it's more of a guidance into like how the world is formed and what is in that world, and it just kind of goes off on its own, because he didn't specifically create Branch and Will, but they showed up. He did specifically create a boat, and the boat broke in half. So, okay, these are just things, they might be important in future games or something, or it might be important for later on in this game. Maybe there'll be a quiz. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Maybe it's because by coming into the world and observing it, that it causes things to change? Because there's a difference between creating a world and actually, like, visiting and being part of that world. Maybe. Regardless, I've decided to return home for a short while. I've also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its... click that. Its source, if they have the means. Here's your lighthouse. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I've decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. Okay, this is the top of the lighthouse. You can see, they match. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate the construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. Ooh. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I've set in motion events that have nothing to do with the writing or the art that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written, I think. Stone Ship Age. We have Stone Ship written down. Bird's eye view. So Stone Ship Age and the rocks are one and the same by the looks of it. The rocks are just part of it, maybe? So we've got... I think this is the lighthouse. Here's the boat that, got snapped up in half. And we've got this little pathway here, some power, and their home? I don't know, actually. This might become relevant. I might need to take some screenshots or something, or refer back to the video if we go to these places, but... Oh. I think of it this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have got another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. Oh, big jump. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. So Atris is God, and creates worlds, and he just... I guess it's like... maybe not so much a god, but kind of like a tech bro using ChatGPT, or like one of those AI art generate things, and he just like writes down rocky rocks in ocean with boy, and then it comes up with something, and then it takes on a life of its own. So I don't like Atris, because he's a stupid jerk. Instead of actually doing real art, he just has this magic that he uses, this stupid technology. Okay, constellations. These are the important bit of business for me, and we're going to, not a new page, but underneath my notes for the dates that I had. And I'm going to try my best to replicate these as best I can, at least to get a point of what I want to be looking out for when we do our puzzling. So that's anchor. Oh, I should, write that down somewhere here. And now we've got the eye, and that is going to be do, and a do. See, one do is just like the little dot star. Do is 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, 4 lines to make a little like 8-pointed twinkly star there. Just for those of you that are keeping up with all of my activities here. And that is snake. And okay. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Maybe, like, in the future, for some games, I should consider bringing up, like, Photoshop or something like that, and I can have you, like, I can do image files and stuff, and you can see my notes that way. Something like that. Just so it's not as, like, plain visually as this, as you're just looking at this right now. The problem with that would be I would have to leave this screen of the game, go into Photoshop, go back and forth over and over. And I just don't quite know how I would do that. Sensibly. Now we've got our arrow. And we'll just put some lines like this to make sure I've got everything kind of separated. My pen is about to die, which, fair, I have been using this same pen for years. It's a very good pen. Do not know the name. Would recommend. I think it's just like a simple Staples brand gel pen. It's been really, really good, though. Love it. Highly recommend it. It's blue. Probably get it in black. Okay. Ostrich, flamingo, thingy-mabobber. Swan, maybe? And there should be one more. Yep, the leaf. Okay. So hopefully that wasn't too bad. This is all about the process. I could cut all this out for you guys, and we could have like a 10-minute long video playthrough of Myst for you. But the point of playing a game like this for you is to go for the process. I'm just looking... Okay, we have another book. And then one more book. And then there was... Here it is. Okay. So, another couple of videos. We'll get to this one. It looks like we'll be having to omit some things. Also looks like we might have some important bit of business there. Haven't found a piano yet, so I'll try to remember that's there. I'm just glancing back over the illustrations and such. Okay. While we're at it, just looking to see if there's anything particularly distinctive of the books there. Alright. Now, we are gonna head just over to the... game. Where am I? Here we are. Going back in here. We're turning the light off. We're going in here, and we're pulling this down. We have 3 dates. We have October 11th, 1984... at 10:04 a.m. And now we click. And we get ourselves a constellation, and that is definitely the leaf. Now we go to January 17th, 12:07. At 5:46 a.m. And that is... I don't know what you are. You do not match. January 17th, 12:07, 5:46 a.m. is what I have written down. It just had a big one up here, a big one down here with 1, 2... I mean, that kind of is part of the snake. It's the closest out of what I've written down. So I'm going to write snake. But I have a couple of other things here. So we have the big one with 2 small. Big one down here. And then this looks like a small to me. As does this. But I have a big star up here and 2 small ones. So this could be 1 and 2. And that could be a big one. or I wrote something wrong. I'm gonna just, for the sake of it, check this. And that is nothing. Okay, so we'll do November 23rd, 9,791. Oh. At 6:57 p.m. And this is the... I want to say it's the spider. It looks close. Yeah, I'm going to say that's the spider. And I know it's not actually a spider. It has 6 legs. I just don't know what else to call it. We're just going with what works best for our memorization. No, I don't want to get back in the chair. I want to look up. Okay. So now, we're going to head over here, and we're going to find the leaf, the snake, and the spider icons on this. And I wrote down... Getting all... So leaf and spider are across from each other, and snake should be this one. We did it! Solving puzzles, baby! Because we are pretty darn smart. When will you give me control? Thank you. Okay, so we've done what? Did we raise the ship? Might have raised the ship. So did we raise the real ship? Looks like we did. And while we're over here, I'm gonna take a look up here. Aha. Okay. So last time we did that puzzle in the lighthouse with the gears to get 221, and when we did that, we raised up a gear. And I was thinking, okay, what purpose did that serve? And then I remembered there were big-ass gears that we first visited early on in our exploration. And we've got... Oh. I think this is going to take us to one of these worlds. Because this is not where we are right now. I don't recognize this world. So maybe we don't want to go there just yet. But we know this is here. Because that wouldn't be... What do we got? We've got channel wood, that's trees. We've got the stone ship, that's the rocks in the ocean with the broken ship. I have other things written down, the Everdunes and Asmoean, but I don't have any information about them really. So let's head down here to the ship. Hello. I'm on a ship. And this has a book. And this would appear to be the rocks. The stone ship. Would that be right? I mean, there's a bunch of rocks in the ocean. There might be a broken ship. It's hard to see. Yep, there it is. Okay. We're probably gonna be checking that out in a moment. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else to explore with this ship being up. Okay. And I guess we're going to get transported through a book, just like Gumby. This game is just a big rip-off of Gumby, isn't it? Or are we not getting transported? I actually have no control now. Just going to fly around. Maybe we are getting transported, because that's what it did at the beginning of the game. There we are. Alright. I don't think we're going to meet any people. We're going to come over here. I click things, and things went... You hear that, right? It's like an engine or something like that trying to start up. Do I have anything in my notes that would... Don't think so. No. Okay. Anything around the edge? No. Alright. So we're going to different worlds that have their own puzzles. That's kind of neat. How do I get back? Is it in here? I can't go... You won't let me in there. So that's a no. This is where I started. And you won't let me go back. Maybe I need to do something first. Go over to the lighthouse. Okay, we've got a key that's connected to a chain. We're in water. Oh, what's this? Okay. So I need some way to break the chain to get the key to open up the lock. I can look down very deliberately. And there's this that's out of place over here. Wait, what? Oh, no. Look, I know I could have gone with a more modern version of the game, but I really wanted to understand the experience of clicking on things and all that comes with it, good and bad. So I can be a little bit annoyed by that, but I'm trying not to be overly, you know, bitching and moaning about it. What's in here? Nothing. I can't see. Okay, this is the other part of the ship. And it won't let me go over there. That's also dark. Presumably, it's flooded. Now we're going up a spiral to a telescope. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, is there a better way to do this game? Okay. Try not to complain. We'll just kind of look out with the telescope, see what we can find. If there's anything to find. Okay, this is now behind us. There's the top of the lighthouse. Maybe I'll make a note of that. That's 135. So, lighthouse top. Because that's gotta be deliberate. That's perfectly centered, in line. You can understand the number and everything. Right? I mean, if there was something else and I could say, oh, that's like 247 degrees. No, you don't do that. So at 135 degrees, that lines up with the top of the lighthouse. Cannot get over there to the front of the ship. I can move up this far. So I am on the ship, and I'm here on the ship, and then I can go further up. And here's the power lines. I cannot go any further. I want to see if this is anything. I guess it must not be. Down here we cannot see. I can see just murky water. And it's going to be the same here. Doesn't look like there's anything to find. And I cannot return. We are stuck here until we start solving some puzzles. This is gonna power some things. Hopefully. But I don't think I ever saw any clue for it. If we're just going, like, to try and, you know, you have to hit 3 different things, but it also powers when I turn the light off. I'm just saying, like, this could, in theory, be something you could brute force. So I went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, like that. Then we could do like this. And that's all the combinations, if the combinations are you have just 1, 2, and 3. But there might be another step. There might be multiple steps. You might have to go like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I'm scared. I'm scared that I've gone somewhere that I should not. Because are we trapped here? Genuinely asking, am I trapped here? Why won't you answer me? Guys, hello? Am I trapped here? I'm just... There's got to be something that I'm missing. Come over here. We can get closer. Go up here. And look at this. I think I might actually be stuck here without having more information. I don't think the information's actually here, but you might be yelling at your screen and telling me it is. But it would seem that we have a conundrum on our hands here. We came here, we cannot leave. We have a lighthouse with a key that's chained up and a lock that it can't reach. It's submerged partially in water, the lighthouse. We have this over here, which I believe... Actually, no, this wouldn't be a generator, because there's no power lines going off of it. Power lines are going in. But we have no lights. We cannot see, we cannot do. There just appears to be some water. And this... if this does anything, I'm not sure what. I mean, obviously it does something. I don't quite understand what it is that I'm looking at. It's an umbrella, and it's... I have no idea. So we will just go ahead and maybe we will just put a pin in this, and we will go ahead and reload our last save. Okay, we are back here. I have raised the model ship, and in turn raised the real ship, using the constellation puzzle. And we're going to go ahead and check out this book instead, and see what it's got for us there. Again, I do not know what place this is. It's not one of the places we've read about in detail. It could be the Asmodean Age, it could be the Everdunes, or it could be someplace else entirely. Another reason why I am reading those books, because I do think it has some relevancy to what is happening in the game. So again, doesn't appear like we can return. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different symbols. 4-digit code. Interesting that we can look out at these angles. Wait a minute. Okay. It looked like there was a gap here. In fact, I'm going to look again. Yeah, see? I would not have expected us to just be able to go across that, but here we are. Our character knows how to jump small gaps, I guess. Which is huge. There's many protagonists that fail that test. Got a thing over there. This looks like this might rotate. Like this whole structure would rotate, and then the bridge would line up with this, and then we could maybe go over here. Oh my god. Oh, I don't like this. So we do have two paths. Okay. The right way is always the right way. If this is a maze, I'm in trouble, though. Because doing a maze like that... Okay. Looks like a chest on its side with what might be a helmet and a sword. chain. And I don't quite know what this is. Maybe it's the latch, just kind of oddly. There's a, looks like maybe a dagger. There's a mace, there's a bloody axe, there's a throne. Look at me. I'm king. I've won the game. I've became king. That's our goal, right? Also, this is just doing on its own. Fortress Rotation Simulator Calibrating. I was correct that we're rotating this baby. Okay. Jack in the Box? Snake in the Box. That's interesting. Is that there for any other reason than just be a weird thing? Okay. Looks like a dragonfly in front of two swords. This is something. I don't know what. Not ready to leave just yet. I want to see what else there is to do. Okay, guess there's nothing. Let me... Ah. Hello? Okay, well, check this out. Okay. I'm just looking at things, but none of it means anything to me. Little clock place? Tiny? These are all different shapes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. This might be more than 6. 4. I'm gonna write this down. So yellow is 4. And this is just for my own sake, like, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not just like a flat 2D shape. They're almost like, I don't know the proper names for them, but you could just say Dungeons and Dragons dice. Some kind of hedrons, maybe. And I'll say that's 8, and then red is 6. Okay? And I don't see any way to interact with them. They light up when I hover over them, but that's about it. Six. Oh, never mind. I do not know if this has to be in a specific position. I'm trying to look at the colors on the beak. Sit here. Now I'm the queen. Is there anything else? We've got another one of these... Oh, no, this isn't a box. This is a chessboard. Or has a chessboard pattern to it. It's not big enough to be a chessboard. Maybe it's like mini chess. Huh. Okay. And this is the way we came. Yeah. So before we do that, I want to go... Okay, so it does go in a full circle. So this is, we'll say, the king's side, and the other side's the queen's side. And there's nothing to see or do here. I guess this isn't a game where you pick up items. There it is. Okay. I wanted to look at this and actually try and use it. Okay, so this is like it locks and unlocks, and this is what you use to rotate. So we've turned it this way. But did it actually turn? Did not. That's why it's called a simulation. Okay, we'll go look down... Actually, yeah, we'll look down here first. Okay, that's back to the stairs. There's spotlights. There's all kinds of stuff. And then we've got... Okay, so we got that until it turned red. This is different now here. Can't seem to go around it. We can just go back this way. So... try going up. Oh, what the hell was that? Cannot go any more up. Hopefully we can see that on the way back down. Hello, controls up there that I cannot reach. Go back in. Yeah, that does nothing. Oh. Or does it? To cross... Ah! Hold on. Was that a 2? I think it was a... I think that is like a 2 slashes and a plus. And then I think this is just brickwork. Not yet. Said not yet. Okay. So I think we've got half of that puzzle. Not the other half. Go back down here for a second. I mean, when I'm on the stairs here, it looks like 1, 2, 3. Then when I... 1, 2, 3. 1. Just set it like that. That's fine. Because that is... leaves that open. And we can't actually do anything. We can only look. Alright. That's what I wanted to double check, or at least check for the first time. And then we have... these. And we have a telescope, which... does not let me see anything. And then we have this little, I guess what I say is like a miniature clock tower. That also lets me do nothing with it. We've got these. We've got bits of things, but we don't have anything that connects them together. We can simulate the rotation. Don't know how to actually rotate. We got half of a puzzle. I think. I want to confirm that was the symbol for this. It might have been this. Shall we go back and look? Because, I mean, like, that you could say that's 2 slashes, like... right? And then the plus. And then I don't see... nothing else is familiar. Like, I don't recall that I would have seen any other symbols except for these 2 on the elevator. Does it stay and put? Okay. And look at this for no reason. Oh my god, this is quite a thing, I'm afraid. Very much a thing. So we're stuck here. We'd have to reload in order to go back to the main island. But before we end this video, I do want to just go back over my notes and see what the heck I have left to do anything with. We have the power for the spaceship, but I think I like blew a fuse or something like that, and it won't cooperate anymore. We have... oh, I think this is the combination for the safe. Okay, so we got a couple of things that we can try messing around with, and that's exactly what we'll do. So next time I'll be out of this place, we'll be back on the main island, and hopefully find another way to go that is not a dead end. Love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye.
From the depths of Prince Syrup. Dad's upset because of all the people here. It's not the people, it's their trash and the germs. Everywhere I look, there's disease waiting to take me. The people from Octoplex say they're going to clean it up, but I can't trust them. I can't watch them all the time. Who knows? They could be working for the germs. From the depths of Prince...
Dear Mary at girlschool.com. I don't usually reply to wonderful one-timers like yourself, but your 311 emails told me you need a clarification. Whether you were the little blonde from St. Catherine's, or the brunette from Performing Arts High, or whatever, you have to move on. There are other heroes in other games. The Prince, formerly known as Prince.
From the throne of King Mattress. To do. Kick out all the riffraff. Close the island. Build a wall. Play with Kitty.
To the next sucker. I can't open the freaking bookcase. I can't open the freaking door. I gotta get out. No longer a player.
Shelley Postano, 21006 Grand Mall Parkway, Looney Tunes, Maryland. Shelley, are these guys nuts or completely what? The king can't make up what's left of his mind, and his sons, the princes, well, one is afraid of my germs, and the other one wants to get into my jeans. Furthermore, nothing on the island matches my nail polish. I can't wait to get back to work. Wendy.
Yale Cyber Journeys, 14 Beulah Court, New Haven, Connecticut. Dear Yale Cyber Journeys, when you showed us the demo for the tour, it didn't look at all like this. What happened to the haunting, classical, solitary environment? Transfer us to the Castle Wolfenstein tour immediately. John and Mary Dennison.
This is the library, the central edifice on Myst Island.
I could never figure out libraries.
They're for books, Bob.
Oh, well, somebody must like books a lot at Octoplex because they're completely restoring this place, and that's going to cost a lot of money.
Yes, but Octoplex is being helped by the nice lumberjacks at the Clearcut Corporation. Not only are they ridding the island of those messy redwoods.
Seen one, you've seen them all.
But those lovable axe whackers are donating every tree they don't burn to refurbish this beautiful building.
That's great.
Captain Hazelwood! What? We're going on the rocks!
On the rocks? Good. And make the next drinky a little drier.
We have arrived, Lord Fader.
Yes. Prepare to suck up all the Earth's oxygen.
We're all hoping it will cure your asthma, Lord Fader.
There's no oxygen in this air. It's all soot and rubber. Get me out of here!
You make that noise, you have cold.
Oh, thank you, Osnox. I must heat myself. Ah, much warmer.
Flortran, get head out of microwave and make dinner.
One more minute. I will be dinner.
Organ out of order, organ donor needed.
Cousin Glorfax, oxygen everywhere. Wear your virus skin. Prepare the clan. Homing signal on. Prince Codax.
03 April, 0500 hours, North Coast, Pissed Island. Scurry, I found the aliens. Oddly, they keep trying to talk to my butt. The government knows all about it. Mulder.
Here we are at the rocket ship landing, the location of the greatest mystery on Pissed Island.
Yeah, it was on this very spot that Octoplex started building their luxury hotel here months ago, but were never able to get it off the ground.
That's because a huge alien spaceship appeared every night with their super destructo beam and disintegrated everything on the site.
Well, what I saw from my trailer was these good old boys from the Clear Cut camp come over with this honking big truck with a rack of deer lights and rip off all the construction materials.
Maybe so, Bob, but it's still a mystery to me.